Up next, Snowflake. Please welcome Tim Long.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Tim Long. I have the privilege of leading Snowflake's focus on the manufacturing industry. And I'm thrilled today to be with you to share some of the things that Snowflake is doing to help manufacturers transform for this next generation. But before we do that, just a brief note from our lawyers. So let's talk a little bit about what's driving change within the manufacturing industry. And I'd like to start by focusing on the supply chain. We're familiar with the effects of global disruptions that began with COVID-19, but we continue to see further disruptions and opportunities driven by different geopolitical forces. Second, manufacturers are recognizing there's new technologies available to transform how production happens, using data and AI to create step function improvements in manufacturing efficiency and product quality. And then lastly, for those of you who manufacture products who have a network connection, that data is incredibly valuable, not just for troubleshooting and understanding the performance of the product, but for creating new relationships with your customers and potentially monetizing that data in new lines of business. So how does Snowflake help manufacturers on these ambitions or transformative forces? Well, quite simply, we provide the world's best data and AI platform built for the cloud. Snowflake was known for our data warehousing capabilities, and although we're still great at that, we do so many more things now. We provide a very secure and governed environment to meet all standards required. We excel at analytics, and of course, we bring the world's best AI technologies directly to the data within the governed perimeter. We make this specific to an industry like manufacturing by bringing specific content. This comes in the form of data that's highly relevant to manufacturing decisions, applications that do manufacturing things, and of course, partners who have great pedigree and experience and references delivering manufacturing business value. This is just one window into the manufacturing AI data cloud that Snowflake brings to market. And this journey begins with you bringing your data to Snowflake. Your ERP data, your shop floor data, your connected product data, and supply chain data all into one location, when you immediately have the ability to collaborate within your industry, to share data with your suppliers, your customers, and your partners, securely using Snowflake's AI data cloud. You also have access to hundreds of different data products that may help you improve decision-making throughout your value chain, or access to applications such as Blue Yonder's supply chain suite of software that runs on Snowflake. And because it does so, you can integrate with it simply by sharing data, rather than setting up complex, expensive IT jobs to copy data back and forth. Or partners like Siemens, who is going to market with Snowflake with a variety of different manufacturing applications, including the ability to stream data from Siemens automation software directly to Snowflake, digital twin capability, and even solutions for autonomous driving. We bring the world's best AI models to you, including OpenAI, Anthropic, and others. And again, we have a list of the best in the business for delivering manufacturing results through our service partners. So let's spend just a minute talking more about the supply chain. What does Snowflake do for you? Well, first, we help you to bring all of your data together in one location, whether that's bringing data from your ERP environment, such as SAP, to provide enterprise-wide visibility. Connecting that to supply chain or CRM data gives a full view of your business performance. And then secondly, we give you all the analytical tools that you need for your supply chain analysts to optimize decisions for your business objectives. And lastly, we help you to be predictive, to understand opportunities and risks before they happen, and to position your business ahead of your competitors. One of the ways we do that is we make all of the data that are relevant to your supply chain available to you. Not just the data within your own systems, but also the data for key collaborators within the industry, your suppliers, tracing all the way back to raw material availability, and of course, your customers, understanding at a deep level your customer preferences and needs, All of these data, represented by circles on this graphic, are made available to you either through data sharing in Snowflake's environment or through Snowflake's marketplace of data products. These help you to achieve next-level performance in your traditional supply chain use cases. One great example I'd love to share with you comes from Honeywell. Honeywell, of course, as all manufacturers, face challenges with increasing costs and instability in their supply chain during the COVID-19 pandemic. And they chose to consolidate all data across 33 ERP environments into one Snowflake environment. And that gave them the scale and the connectivity to understand the effect of inflation and other disruptions within their supply chain across their 3.5 million products. So now let's talk a little bit about smart manufacturing. And really here the paradigm is similar. Snowflake brings you the capabilities to lift data from the basement of the factory into the cloud, where all of those data can be combined regardless of type and used to improve product quality, shop floor efficiency, safety, energy consumption, and so much more. And the idea is that anything observable in a manufacturing context should be data that can help you improve your process. Let me give you an example of that, referencing a partner of ours, Landing AI. Landing AI has built an application for Snowflake. It runs inside your Snowflake environment, where if you provided images of products that feature defects, such as this ball bearing, Landing AI can train a model to detect future defects in products as you make them. That model can either run in the cloud for analytical purposes or deploy back to your shop floor. So you can catch defects in real time to not only improve product quality, but also to improve the cycle time or throughput, where you no longer have to manually inspect those. You can use the advances in AI and computer vision to do so. One great example of a manufacturer that I like is, of course, the chocolate manufacturer from Lindt. In less than a year, they've deployed Snowflake across their factory network to collect data from shop floor, stream that into Snowflake, and provide predictive maintenance solutions that improve the quality and efficiency of their production processes. And now let's talk a little bit about connected products. So here we are in Detroit, where we see, of course, the home of the automobile. But so many products now are connected, whether it's an automobile, appliance, or watch. So many products are generating data, and Snowflake provides an environment for that data to tie together with your business, supply chain data, your manufacturing data as well. When we talk about just the automobile in particular, this is a very, very exciting place for data. Terabytes of data being generated within automobiles. And the challenge, of course, is how do I identify the signal amongst all of that data and use that to improve the performance, the safety, the reliability of that product. And Snowflake's here to help with that. One of the examples I'll share, it's not automotive specifically, but Siemens Healthineers produce these MRI machines. $2 million for an MRI machine. It's important that MRI machine be operational when it's needed. And with Snowflake, Siemens is able to stream the telematics data from that MRI machine and understand the likelihood of part failure and the parts that would be required to fix that MRI machine, to proactively stage those within their service network. So they know when it'll fail, and they're able to pre-position the right parts to make sure that the machine is operational. This, again, just one of many examples of how connected product data, IoT data, is being used in Snowflake to deliver value for our customers. And so, the future of manufacturing is here. It's an exciting time. Of course, the focus on reindustrializing and bringing more manufacturing back to America is driving significant investment. And we see an opportunity to do manufacturing differently and to optimize the supply chains, the manufacturing shop floors, and of course the product experience for customers, leveraging data and AI. So with that, I'd like to thank you for joining me today and reminding you the future is what you make it. Make it a good one. Thank you very much.